Hi, I'm JC at Motorcycle Superstore, and I'd like to introduce you today to a brand called MotoCentric. Now, this is a brand that's actually been around for a while, but they made products like saddlebags, tank bags, luggage style items, and also things like hand tools and also rain apparel. So rain covers for your bike and also rain covers for your body. But now for 2015, they're branching out. So MotoCentric is producing apparel, jackets and pants. Later in the summer, we're expecting to see some more footwear coming down the lineup. But today I'd like to introduce you to what they have available at the moment. 9 different products for spring 2015. These are jackets and pants, and there's essentially 2 segments. The street, which is going to be more of a sport bike and standard street configuration, and then the touring segment, which is more street touring, not so much adventure. However, let's get into those right now. I want to start off things off with the street segment. So the first 2 jackets we'll talk about today are these here on my left. You're going to find vented summertime apparel. These are going to be 2-season type jackets. So this is the Assault, this is the Squadron. And in terms of what the differences are between the two, we'll go over those very quickly. Now, this is going to be a little bit more affordable, about $40 difference between the two. And as you can see, they come in different sizes. However, both of these jackets will fit the same. Now, the main differences between these. The Assault jacket has slightly less in terms of the mesh coverage. You can see here the Squadron has mesh that goes from the collar all the way to the base. On the Assault, it only comes up to about the chest line. Another big difference, this uses reflective piping. However, the Squadron has a little bit more in terms of reflectives. You're going to see these insert panels here in addition to that piping, as well as on the arms and the back of the jacket as well. Another main difference here on the sleeves, volume adjustment. These both have rainproof or waterproof liners on the interior, and if you want to cinch these things down around your arms, this uses a Velcro, whereas the Squadron uses a snap system. So it's a little bit more up spec. Now the liner is really where the big difference lies. So for the Assault jacket, you're talking about a seam sealed liner. In terms of their performance, they have the same amount of breathability, the same amount of resistance against water penetration. However, with this jacket, the Assault, you're going to find that it's a tape or seam sealed design. It's pretty ugly. It's designed to be kept inside the jacket. With the Squadron, this is a more finished product, so if you wanted to take that liner out and slap it on over the top of your t-shirt like a windbreaker style, that's possible. So that's what justifies the little bit increased price tag on these. They both feature CE approved armor in the shoulder and elbows. They both feature dual density foam pads on the spine area. So a nice selection here. Depending on your budget, you'll select between these two for your street needs. As we move over here, again, very similar fit. These are going to be right around the waist. They're not extra long. So sport bike standard configuration, but this is going to be your 3-season style jacket. It does have a removable quilted liner inside of it, so that's going to help when it's a little bit cooler outside. It's a full length liner. Now all of these jackets are actually coated on the exterior with the DWR. That's a durable water resistant coating, so it's going to help the water bead up and roll off. Now the Force jacket, this is true waterproof protection. It has a Z liner on the inside, so this thing will actually keep you dry in the nastiest of conditions. Low profile collar with rolled neoprene for a lot of comfort. The 2 chest pockets are both going to be waterproof. However, the storage pockets down low are not, but you have additional options for carrying gear down there. Great reflectives from this jacket. You'll see it on the arms, the chest, around the backside as well. And again, some of those more up-spec features like the snap adjusters. So it's going to give you a lot of great coverage. Now this is essentially what you're looking at for jacket options, but if you want street bike pants, these are the 2 main options you'll be looking for over here. The Battalion is obviously a jean configuration, 12.5, 13-ounce denim, heavy-duty stuff. What I really like about this pant is that it has great pockets on it. Lots of cargo space. The change pocket in particular is extremely large, so that's a nice feature. It has Kevlar reinforcements. There is no armor in this, however, so you won't find armor in the knees or on the hips. Kevlar reinforcements, however, throughout, so you're going to find those on the seats and the hips, also through the knees. It's reinforced for motorcycle-specific use, however, it doesn't have that CE-approved armor built in. Keep that in mind when you're ordering. Now this, it's an overpant. It's designed to be worn over the top of shorts or pants or whatever you're wearing on your everyday use. So it's going to be sized appropriately for that. You would order the exact same size. You take your measurements, and if you're going to medium here, you're going to order medium here as well. This has already been made a little bit larger to accommodate for that, so you don't have to order a size larger. Anyways, it is designed as an overpant. It has some mesh panels here, which are going to help increase the airflow. Great when you're considering wearing this over the top of other gear. Also, the pockets on this are one of my favorite features. They're down here on the thighs. That allows for great storage opportunities. This does come with CE approved armor in the knees. It has inserts on the hips as well, non-CE approved, but some foam pad that's going to cover you up a little bit better. Reinforcements on this pants is a 600 denier chassis. It's going to give you great flexibility and great comfort. Those are the two styles you're looking at for street. Now that we've covered those, let's take a look at the more touring biased options. We'll start off the touring segment with the jacket. So there's two options. You have the Recon and the Brigade. Again, slightly a better and a best configuration. So if you're on a tight budget, maybe the Recon fits your needs a little better, but we'll talk about the differences between them. First off, let's talk about what's similar. They're both the 3/4 length jacket. Again, great for that touring option, but you're also going to find armor options inside, and you're going to find great reflectives all around. So let's compare them apples to apples. In terms of the armor system, CE approved shoulder and elbows on both jackets. Spine protectors are dual density, exactly the same across the board. But in terms of reflectives, this one has the piping down the sleeves. It does have some reflectives on the chest. Over here, you're going to find a little bit more coverage, especially on the back, so a little better visibility here. They're both available in different colorways, so if you want to go high vis on either one, that's definitely an option for you there. Another thing to consider, in terms of the chassis, we mentioned 600 denier textiles. The Brigade will feature slightly more reinforcements on those impact areas with 1000 denier inserts, so a little bit more abrasion resistant over here as well. In terms of volume adjustment, you're going to find those sleeve adjusters. Both of these have adjustments on top and below the elbow, which is a nice feature. It'll keep that armor that's in the elbow right where it needs to be. On the Recon jacket, you have Velcro. On the Brigade, you're using snap adjusters, so a little bit more higher spec over here. Storage options are slightly different also. Both of these feature 4 pockets on the front side, 2 chest, 2 down here on the cargo style. So on the chest for the Recon, we see zipper operated. The zipper on this side, it's water resistant. So you're going to find a little bit more protection against the elements for these upper chest pockets. Down below, these use Velcro and these use snaps. So slight differences there. The main difference in the storage between these jackets is on the back side. For the Brigade, you're going to see this large pull-through pocket on the back. It's got a zipper on each side. That's going to be great for stuffing the liner system into. Speaking of which, the liners on these are the same. So you're going to find a mesh liner underneath, also a removable quilted liner that does go down the sleeves, so it's a full system coverage. Going to be great for those cooler months, those cooler riding areas. These jackets are really probably 3 season, maybe 4 season, depending on where you live, but I think they might be a little warm for you actually in the summertime. Speaking of summertime riding and venting options, that's one of the other differences we need to point out. Up here, you're going to find vents on the shoulders. On the Recon, they use zippers. Over here, they use zippers and Velcro. The extra rigidity that it provides allows it to scoop a little bit more airflow, so you might have a little better venting through the top of the chassis with the Brigade. That's essentially the main differences. They both feature the 3/4 length. They both feature waist adjustments that are very similar. You'll find Velcro straps on each side, plus the elastic insert in the back. These jackets are going to be great for that touring option. I want to point out that neither one of them are particularly designed for adventure touring. That, in my opinion, would take a little bit more venting option. You have to be a little bit more aggressive on the bike. So this is more for the sport touring. You could put them on cruisers. Lots of options, but definitely more of the long distance on pavement access. Let's take a look at some of the pant options. They both have matching pants, which could be swapped around. They're attaching with an 8-inch zipper on either one of these, but we'll take a look at those now and talk about the differences there. These are the touring pants, the Recon and the Brigade. Now externally, they look slightly different, but essentially they're built the same. On the interior, that's where most of the differences are. You're looking at a 3 season with the Recon, 4 season with the Brigade. So we'll talk about the interiors in just a second. Main construction on the outside, 600 denier materials, 1000 denier reinforcements on the knees. They also use the same exact armor. CE approved armor in the knees, that's an adjustable pocket on both pants, and you also have a non-CE approved foam insert on the hips, so pretty good coverage on these things. You see expansion panels across the knees, slightly different in their design here. That's one of the minor details on the exterior. They both have vents along the thighs on each leg. They both have pockets along the hips using zippers. So pretty standard formats there. Single snap entry for the Recon, dual snap entry for the Brigade. Also, the waist adjustments are exactly the same. You're going to find expansion panels across the back of the seat and an 8-inch zipper as well. So these pants will attach to whatever 8-inch zipper you might have on your MotoCentric jacket lineup. So they both use the 2/3 length zipper, but once we start going inside of this thing, that's where you see the differences. Essentially here, you have the external layer, then you have your internal waterproof liner. That's all there is. So that's going to sit against your skin. On this pan over here, the Brigade, you're talking about the external layer, then you have the internal waterproof barrier, then you have a mesh comfort liner. So that's going to give you a little bit more comfort in those hotter months. And underneath that, you also have a removable quilted liner as well. That's going to give you the heat retention you need for true four-season performance here. Neither of these are going to be overpants. They're traditional riding pants, so order the size accordingly. And also, you're going to keep in mind that they're only available in the black colorways. That does it for our spring lineup for 2015, but keep in mind MotoCentric should be flowing some more products our way in the summertime months. So we're expecting some boots and shoes and even some gloves possibly. Keep an eye out at motorcyclesuperstore.com. We'll show you this as soon as they're available. We are the exclusive distributor for the MotoCentric lineup. We're pretty excited about that. Thanks for watching. Leave me comments on what you think about the new stuff this year, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for more product videos.